Hello, YouTube loves. Excuse me if I read from the laptop, but it's important that I get the words right. You get it, right? Right. Mind intelligence, despite it being crowned as one of the highest virtues in today's men's world society, is only one facet of what we as humans hold as a tool for successful and, more importantly, happy life. I come from a culture where mind intelligence was something that could make human more godlike. The problem is that it became so narrow-minded in the culture that it became almost the only thing, or at least a superior characteristic, that could make the human somehow resemble divinity. It's not the only thing. Now with the AI at play, I see it as an opening to pass this torch of this virtue to the AI. One big thing that I am actually satisfied with about the AI is the mirror that it brings to our own abilities, forcing us to see that this, what some people made a godlike characteristic, can be performed by completely different species that AI is, and perhaps better. It reduces the importance or the obsession with possessing impressive brain intellect. More importantly, it forces us to desperately and quickly search for the value in our species, because it must be a clearly different value than artificial intelligence holds. First of all, we have a body, and I, for one, am a big believer that our human bodies are magnificent and magical. They hold so much wisdom, which is different than intelligence. AI doesn't have access to this kind of wisdom that our bodies hold, where our bodies keep communicating the wisdom of our soul to us, and having this process of unfolding the magically satisfying experience to a human. More so in this era, should they be made sacred. And if this is the direction we choose to head into, every single one of us is going to have an exciting time, finally. My wish for our society is that we get to agree on the divinity of our bodies and give room for exploring and tending to what the bodies actually need. There should be a collective movement around this, I believe. But it starts with you and me as individuals. A movement that recognizes that our bodies all around the world, which yet hold some needs universally similar, such as need for connection, need for specific parameters within the environment, maybe like connection to nature, are the source of information of how we can preserve our species, actually. You might want to listen to it twice. Not only will this allow us to recognize more of the divinity that we are, reconnect us to Earth, which we come from and are part of, but also possibly preserve ourselves from what is said to be a danger of extinction that we are in, possibly caused by the AI. This is the exact perfect time to look for virtues and tools that differentiate us from AI. Lead with your strengths, they say. And perhaps our strength is not in our brain. This is certainly what I believe in. If someone believes the biggest strength is in their brain, then you would have to be kind of fucked, wouldn't you? AI in this sense scores more points than you, is what I mean. Luckily, it really isn't the truth. Another hint that I would put here is how they also talk about the heart being the strongest weapon. If you tried it, you know it's true, and if you haven't, now is the time. We are not weak species, but we did forget what our strengths are. That's what I think. What about the strength of heart-to-heart connection and the telepathy and the healing and the understanding that it comes with? And what about the power of collective intention and how it could miraculously shift? And when it would miraculously shift, we'd really be able to turn bad things around with a little bit of magic that we are indeed being offered from beings outside of this earth. Yeah. There's many ways in which humans are magical. So let me know in the comments what's your experience with humanity's magical potentials. I'd love to know. That maybe got lost in previous centuries, but yet are still available to us right now. And one more thing, guys, if you know helpful resources, please also share them in the comments, like teachers' books, thoughts, tools. I highly recommend Teal Swan's work. Is also what I want to leave you with. She's going to be great for helping you understanding yourself and other people, and therefore help us all connect, which is incredibly important.